long time. I'm in Portugal at the moment, and as you know, in Portugal there's always some fresh figs because it's the season here. So today I'm making a fresh fruit fig tart. So keep watching and see how I make it. But the ingredients for the fig tart are, I'm using short crust pastry, but you can make your own. You can use the pastry I made for the custard tart. Use that. But today I'm using just short crust pastry from the shop. The ingredients for the custard filling are 2 eggs, 4 tablespoons of butter unsalted, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 50 grams of sugar or 1/4 cup of sugar, 60 ml of whipping cream or double cream, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. You can use some of the lemon zest as well, half a teaspoon, that's optional, a pinch of salt, and then 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. And then your main ingredient is 8 to 10 figs. And then I'm also going to use 1 tablespoon of honey to glaze over the figs after it has been baked in the oven. But I'll show you that step. And then of course your pie dish. But the first step is I'm going to put, I just took the short crust pastry out. It's already in a circle. So I'm going to leave it with the parchment paper as well. And I'm just going to press it down. Because it's easy just to take out like that when it's ready. Just press it against the sides. Make sure your hands are clean when you're doing this. Then I'm going to get a knife and I'm just going to cut the top off. Just cut off the top. Can you pass me a fork, please? Thank you. So just take off all the excess short crust pastry you don't need. And then poke some holes in the bottom. Right, now I'm preheating my oven and then I'm going to blind bake this. So I'm going to put some luncheon paper on top and then you put some dried beans and just blind bake it for about 10 minutes. So it will still be kind of raw, so just partly baked. Just 10 minutes in the preheated oven. But the next step, I've drained the water of the figs. I'm now going to pat it dry. And then I'm going to cut it in quarters. So pat it dry first because you don't want any of the water in your pastry filling. I'm now going to cut off the tops, top and bottom. And then I cut it in half and then into quarters.
Just show this support and just help us unlock the image and avoid that actually good as well.
Now this is fresh fruit from the garden tree. The nicest part about being in Portugal, if you don't have a fruit tree, a fig tree, you go on your daily walks, there are any figs hanging over the fence or growing on the side of the road. You are free to pick whatever you want. This one is nice and juicy. I'm gonna eat one. Sweet. You wanna try one?
No.
It's sweet.
I thought you were going to cook the...
Yes, I am. You didn't want fig jam, so I thought I'll make a fig tart. So I'm just going to continue cutting it into quarters, ready to place over the filling. Right, combine the eggs. With the sugar, 4 tablespoons of sugar. Just whisk it well together. Until light and creamy. Next, I'm going to add in the butter, the melted butter. The flour. Sorry, the lemon zest. This is optional, but it gives a nice flavor. I mean lemon juice, you can add lemon zest if you want to as well. And the vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can also add in a pinch of salt at this step. The salt helps brings out the flavor of the figs. Just a pinch of salt. I'm just going to mix this all together. And then I'm going to add 60 milliliters of cream as well. I'm going to mix the flour in. Okay, now I'm going to add the cream, 60 more, nice and thick cream. So this is going on top of the pre-baked short crust pastry that we had in the oven earlier. I'm now going to pour the custard filling in the pastry shell. It looks a little, but when it bakes, it puffs up, and you're going to add the figs to this as well. Now you take your figs and you put it in a lovely design. Start from the middle.
If you dash to if sorry.
You can just put music over there. See, listen.
Right, I've placed my figs on top of the custard filling. When it bakes, it will fill it up a bit more. And I'm going to put it in the oven, the preheated oven, on 180 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes. As soon as the top is brown, it's ready to come out. So it's going in the oven now. I'm now going to glaze. Here's the pie straight out of the oven. I'm now going to glaze some honey over the hot figs. Oops. I need a brush for this, but I'm not at home and I can't find the brush. Oh, I can't. Can you find the brush then?
Yeah.
Let's get some more honey. Let me just drizzle it a little bit. It is just to give it a glaze. Oops. If you have a brush, you'll use less honey than what I'm doing right now. But I'm doing the best I can. And that is it. I'm going to let this cool down and we're going to have this for after dinner. And that is it.